The Delta works rise along the southwestern coast of the Netherlands like a fortress against the sea. At first glance, it's impossible not to be impressed. Dams, storm barriers, locks, and sluices stretch for miles, holding back one of nature's most powerful forces. This isn't just engineering. It's a lifeline, a fight against floods that could swallow entire towns. It all started after the devastating North Sea flood of 1953, when water swept across the land and thousands of lives were lost. The Delta Works became the answer, a bold plan to protect the low-lying country. Engineers designed massive gates that can rise and fall with the tide, concrete walls that hold back roaring water, and locks that let ships pass safely. For decades, workers labored under wind, rain, and storms, turning a dangerous coastline into a controlled, safe, and awe-inspiring landscape. Walking along the Oosterschelde barrier, you can hear the waves crash against steel and concrete and feel the raw power of the sea just feet away. It's humbling but also thrilling. This is proof that humans can bend nature, not by destroying it, but by understanding it. Saltwater flows are managed, wildlife thrives, and communities sleep safely at night, all thanks to this incredible network of barriers. From above, the Delta Works looks like a massive web, perfectly connecting rivers, islands, and the North Sea. It's elegant, precise, and bold, a reminder that human determination can create beauty even in the face of danger. Every wave that crashes against its gates tells the story of courage, ingenuity, and respect for nature. The Delta Works isn't just a project. It's a symbol of survival, of people refusing to be drowned by circumstance, and of what happens when vision meets relentless determination. Standing here, it's impossible not to feel awe for the sea, for nature, and for the humans who dare to stand against it. The Yaxi Expressway winds through the rugged mountains of Yunnan like a silver ribbon, cutting across deep valleys, steep ridges, and mist-shrouded cliffs. From the first glance, it's clear this isn't just a road. It's a daring statement of human determination, engineering mastery, and the desire to connect places that once felt unreachable. Constructing this expressway was no small feat. Engineers faced treacherous terrain, unstable geology, heavy rainfall, and a mountain fog that clings to the cliffs for months. They carved tunnels through solid rock, built towering bridges that hover above clouds, and designed sweeping curves to maintain safety along hair-raising drops. Every beam, pillar, and curve was the product of meticulous planning, innovative design, and years of relentless work. Traveling along it, the experience is nothing short of breathtaking. Below, valleys disappear into a sea of clouds, while jagged peaks rise sharply into the sky. The wind whistles through tunnels, the mist swirls around towering bridge supports, and the view reminds you how small we are against the power of nature. And yet, in the middle of all this raw beauty and danger, human ingenuity has carved a path that connects communities, trade routes, and cultures. Beyond its technical achievements, the Yaxi Expressway is a bridge between worlds. Remote villages, once isolated by mountains, are now linked to cities and opportunity. Farmers can bring crops to market faster. Travelers can glimpse landscapes previously hidden from view, and life flows more freely along its twists and turns. The road is alive with movement, yet it seems to rise naturally from the mountains, harmonizing with the dramatic terrain rather than overpowering it. Standing on one of its observation points, or crossing one of its high bridges, it's impossible not to feel awe. The scale, precision, and vision are overwhelming, but what stays with you most is the human story. The engineers, workers, and planners who dared to imagine a connection where nature seemed impassable. The Yaxi Expressway is not just infrastructure. It is a monument to ambition, courage, and the unyielding human desire to overcome obstacles. The Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge stretches across the South China Sea like a silver ribbon connecting islands and cities, immediately leaving travelers in awe of its scale and ambition. Spanning nearly 55 kilometers, it's more than a bridge. It's a feat of human determination, engineering ingenuity, and sheer vision. Construction was a monumental challenge. Engineers had to tame the open sea, navigate strong tides, unpredictable weather, and the delicate marine ecosystem beneath. Bridges rise and fall with the water, tunnels plunge beneath the seabed, and artificial islands were built as anchors for structure. Every beam, pillar, and cable had to withstand typhoons, earthquakes, and the ceaseless motion of the ocean. A technical ballet that required decades of planning and thousands of workers. Driving along it, the experience is electrifying. The horizon stretches endlessly, the water glimmers below, and the wind carries the faint taste of salt as the bridge seems to float between sky and sea. From above, the structure reveals itself as a continuous arc of human ambition, connecting Hong Kong, Macau, and Zhuhai in a way that transforms travel, trade, and life in the region. The bridge is more than a shortcut, it's a lifeline. It cuts travel time between the three cities from hours to mere minutes, linking economies, cultures, and communities that were once separated by water. Ships pass through the shipping channel below, fishermen glide alongside, and the modern skyline of distant cities gradually grows closer with every kilometer. The Oresund Bridge stretches across the waters of the Oresund Strait, linking Denmark and Sweden like a steel thread suspended over the sea. From the moment it comes into view, it commands attention, not just for its elegance, but for the vision and determination that brought it to life. Spanning nearly 16 kilometers, the bridge is part of a unique connection that transitions into an underwater tunnel, allowing ships to pass freely while linking two nations with a seamless transportation artery. Engineers had to master challenging geology, deep waters, and complex tidal patterns, creating a structure that is as functional as it is breathtaking. Traveling across it, you're struck by the blend of scale and grace. The bridge towers rise above the waves, steel cables glinting in the sun, while the calm waters below reflect the motion of passing cars and trains. Rising from the turquoise waters of the Arabian Gulf, where sand meets sea on the iconic crescent of Palm Jumeirah, the Atlantis The Royal Resort and Residences stands like a vision of modern luxury. An architectural dream where sky, sea, and human ambition collide. Here, glass and steel reflect the light of dawn and dusk, while panoramic views stretch from the glittering Dubai skyline to the endless horizon beyond. More than just a resort, this is a landmark of extravagance and imagination. Designed by some of the world's leading architects and creators, the structure rises over 40 stories high, its silhouette brushing the skies above Palm Jumeirah like a bridge between earth and possibility. Beneath its elegant exterior, a world of experiences unfolds. Private beaches, sleek infinity pools suspended high above the city, and opulent lounges where every moment feels extraordinary. Step onto the Cloud 22 Sky pool deck, and you feel a quiet thrill as water seems to float against the skyline, offering views that stretch across the Arabian Sea and Dubai's glittering towers. Below, more than 2 kilometers of beachfront invites you to stroll along warm sands, listening to the gentle surf while the city hums in the distance. Within its walls and terraces, guests and residents find not just luxury, but a story of connection between land and water, between human vision and experience. Inside, spaces are curated for delight and discovery. 17 world-class restaurants and bars showcase global cuisine from celebrity chefs, each meal an invitation to taste art and culture. Daylight floods through floor-to-ceiling windows, illuminating elegant suites, penthouses, and private residences where every detail, from panoramic views to bespoke interiors, feels designed for wonder. For some, It's more than a holiday destination. It's a stage for memories. From sun-soaked afternoons by the infinity pools to serene evenings beneath the stars, Atlantis the Royal blurs the line between everyday life and fantasy. Whether you're sipping a sunset cocktail on the terrace or floating above the ocean in a private sky pool, the experience reminds you why this place is called Royal. It isn't just built, it's dreamed, lived, and felt horizon to horizon. Rising above the Pearl River in Guangzhou, the Canton Tower twists gracefully into the sky like a giant ribbon caught in the wind. At 604 meters, it commands the skyline with elegance and audacity, immediately marking itself as one of China's most iconic modern landmarks. From its base to the observation decks, the tower is a marvel of engineering and design. Its twisting, hyperboloid shape not only creates a striking visual signature, but also reduces structural stress from wind, blending form with function in a perfect harmony of architecture and physics. Every curve, every line was calculated to create a landmark that could both dazzle and endure. Visitors riding the high-speed elevators are whisked upward in seconds, leaving the bustling city behind as they ascend above the river. From the top, the view is mesmerizing. The Pearl River glimmers like liquid silver, the city stretches to the horizon, and the modern skyline of Guangzhou unfolds below in a dazzling mosaic of light, movement, and energy. Canton Tower isn't just a viewing platform, it's a stage for adventure. Thrill seekers can ride the Skydrop, where cabins glide along the exterior for an exhilarating descent, or step onto the bubble tram at the pinnacle, circling the tower in a floating capsule with panoramic vistas that blur the line between sky and earth. At night, the tower transforms into a luminous spectacle. Thousands of LED lights dance across its twisting frame, reflecting in the Pearl River and turning the structure into a beacon of innovation, culture, and ambition. From every angle, it tells a story of human imagination and determination, a monument where technology, aesthetics, and the urban spirit converge. The Canton Tower is more than steel and glass. It is a symbol of Guangzhou's rise as a global city, a celebration of daring design, and a reminder that in China, engineering and creativity can reach heights as breathtaking as the sky itself. Nestled in the rolling hills of Cornwall, England, the Eden Project emerges like a futuristic oasis amid a reclaimed clay pit, its gigantic biomes gleaming beneath the sky. Each dome, a lattice of hexagonal and pentagonal panels, houses entire ecosystems, transforming human ambition into a living, breathing celebration of nature. Walking among the tropical rainforest biome, you feel the humidity rise, hear the rush of hidden waterfalls, and smell the rich scent of exotic plants. Towering trees, some reaching the height of a 5-story building, stretch toward the ceiling, while rare birds flit among flowers, creating an immersive reminder of the planet's biodiversity. Step into the Mediterranean biome, and the climate shifts instantly. Olive trees, grapevines, and lavender bathe in soft light, evoking sun-drenched shores thousands of miles away. Every pathway, every plant, every curated ecosystem is a testament to careful planning, innovation, and the human desire to preserve and understand the natural world. The Eden Project is more than a greenhouse. It's a story of transformation. Built in a former China clay pit, the site itself tells a tale of environmental renewal, where desolate land became a living laboratory and a global destination. Visitors ascend boardwalks, bridges and terraces that weave through the biomes, feeling a sense of awe at both nature's scale and human ingenuity. At night, subtle lighting illuminates the translucent domes, giving the biomes an ethereal glow. From above, the Eden Project appears as a constellation of geometric forms, a reminder that architecture and ecology can coexist, creating spaces that educate, inspire, and connect people to the planet's fragile beauty. Here, every step invites reflection. It is a place where science, sustainability, and wonder converge, a modern monument to the Earth itself, celebrating what humans can achieve when creativity and care meet nature's boundless complexity. Rising like a sail above the turquoise waters of the Arabian Gulf, the Burj Al Arab dominates Dubai's skyline with unmistakable elegance. At 321 meters, this iconic hotel isn't just a building. It's a symbol of ambition, luxury, and human imagination, where architecture becomes art and engineering meets fantasy. Set on its own artificial island, connected to the mainland by a sweeping bridge, the Burj Al Arab is immediately striking from every angle. Its sail-shaped silhouette reflects the sun by day and shimmers against the city lights at night, a beacon of modern Dubai and a monument to bold vision. Step inside, and the experience transcends expectation. Vast atriums rise like crystalline cathedrals, with sweeping staircases, gold leaf accents, and cascading waterfalls. Every corridor, every lounge, every suite has been crafted with meticulous attention to detail, blending traditional Arabian design with contemporary innovation. From the panoramic suites, visitors gaze across the Arabian Gulf, watching yachts drift along the water and the sprawling city beyond. Dining here becomes theater, restaurants perched high above the sea, offering world-class cuisine with views that make every meal unforgettable. At night, the hotel transforms into a living sculpture. Lights trace the curves of the sail, reflecting on the calm waters below, creating a shimmering silhouette that seems almost weightless against the stars. From every perspective, the Burj Al Arab tells a story of daring, vision, and luxury beyond imagination. More than a hotel, it is an experience where human ingenuity and aesthetic mastery meet, reminding every visitor that architecture can inspire, awe, and elevate the ordinary into the extraordinary. The Burj Al Arab stands as a symbol. In Dubai, even the sky is not the limit. Winding through some of the most dramatic mountains on Earth, the Karakoram Highway stretches over 1,300 kilometers, linking Pakistan and China across the towering Karakoram Range. Often called the eighth wonder of the world, it climbs steep valleys, crosses roaring rivers, and clings to cliffs where the mountains seem almost vertical, a testament to human courage and engineering vision. Constructed in the 1960s and 70s, the highway carved its path through glaciers, unstable rock, and extreme altitudes above 4,500 meters. Landslides, snowstorms, and freezing winds were constant challenges. Yet engineers and workers persisted, creating a road that threads together remote villages, trading posts, and breathtaking landscapes few have seen. Driving along the highway, travelers experience a constantly shifting panorama. Jagged peaks towering above clouds, rivers tumbling over boulders, and deep gorges that vanish into the mist below. Every bridge, every hairpin turn is a delicate balance between risk and possibility, a reminder that human determination can tame even the most formidable terrain. The Karakoram Highway is not just a road, it is a lifeline. It connects cultures, facilitates trade, and invites adventurers to witness the raw power of nature while appreciating the skill it takes to move through it safely. For mountaineers heading to K2, It is the first step into the high-altitude wilderness, offering glimpses of glaciers, snowfields, and mountain lakes shimmering like jewels in the sun. In the vibrant port city of Kaohsiung, where ocean air meets urban energy, the Kaohsiung National Stadium rises like a dragon coiled in motion. Its sweeping, open structure unlike any traditional arena. From above, its form curves in a semi-spiral, a design that feels alive, as if the stadium itself is breathing with the rhythm of the city. Built for the 2009 World Games, this isn't just a stadium. It's a statement of the future. Designed by renowned architect Toyo Ito, the structure blends cutting-edge engineering with environmental consciousness. Its massive roof is covered with thousands of solar panels, making it one of the largest solar-powered stadiums in the world, capable of generating much of its own electricity. Step inside, and the openness is striking. Unlike enclosed arenas, the stadium welcomes sunlight and wind, creating a natural flow of air that reduces the need for artificial cooling. The seating curves gracefully around the field, offering clear views from every angle, while the surrounding structure frames the sky, turning every event into a shared experience between architecture and nature. During major events, the stadium comes alive. Crowds fill the stands, lights shimmer across the sweeping steel framework, and energy pulses through the open-air design. Yet even in silence, the structure holds a quiet power, a reminder that innovation doesn't always mean excess, but sometimes harmony between human creation and the environment. At night, the stadium transforms into a glowing landmark. Soft illumination traces its flowing lines, emphasizing its organic shape, as if a luminous ribbon has been laid across the city. From a distance, it feels less like a building and more like a living sculpture, an icon of sustainable design in a rapidly modernizing world. The Kaohsiung National Stadium is more than a venue for sport. It is a vision of what architecture can become: efficient, expressive, and deeply connected to its surroundings. A place where technology, nature, and human ambition come together, proving that even the largest structures can move with elegance and purpose. Perched high on the sheer rock face above the relentless traffic and energy of Thailand's capital, the BTS Skytrain glides effortlessly through the skyline of Bangkok, a sleek ribbon of steel cutting through the chaos below. While the streets remain crowded and unpredictable, up here, movement is smooth, fast, and almost futuristic. Built to solve one of the city's greatest challenges, crippling traffic congestion, the Skytrain transformed how millions move every day. Elevated above the roads, it bypasses the noise, the heat, and the endless gridlock, offering a clear, uninterrupted path across the city's busiest districts. As the train speeds along its tracks, passengers are treated to a constantly shifting view. Towering skyscrapers, golden temples, bustling markets, and neon-lit streets. It's a journey that reveals the contrast of Bangkok itself, a city where tradition and modernity exist side by side. The engineering behind the system is deceptively simple in appearance, but complex in execution. Massive concrete pillars support the elevated tracks, carefully designed to withstand both the weight of continuous transit and the challenges of an urban environment. Every station is positioned like a gateway, seamlessly connecting the city's commercial and residential hubs. But the Skytrain is more than infrastructure, it's a symbol of adaptation. In a city once overwhelmed by traffic, it represents a shift toward efficiency, sustainability, and forward-thinking urban design. It doesn't just move people, it reshapes how the city breathes and functions. At night, as the city lights flicker on, the trains become streaks of motion against the glowing skyline, silently weaving through the urban landscape. Below, life continues at its usual pace, but above, the future is already in motion. Cutting through the heart of the Japanese Alps, the Tateyama Kurobe Alpine Route is not just a journey. It's an experience that feels almost otherworldly. Stretching between Toyama and Nagano, this remarkable route carries travelers across towering peaks, deep valleys, and landscapes that shift dramatically with the seasons. Unlike a single road or railway, the route is a seamless chain of transport systems: cable cars, ropeways, buses, and tunnels, each one designed to navigate terrain too extreme for ordinary travel. As you ascend higher into the mountains, the air cools, the silence deepens, and the scenery becomes increasingly surreal. In spring, the route reveals its most iconic spectacle: the legendary snow corridor. Massive walls of snow, sometimes rising over 20 meters high, line the road like frozen cliffs, creating a passage that feels carved from ice itself. Visitors walk between these towering barriers, dwarfed by nature's scale and power. Deeper into the journey lies the engineering marvel of the Kurobe Dam, Japan's tallest dam. Here, water crashes down in dramatic releases, echoing through the mountains, while the surrounding peaks stand as silent witnesses to both natural force and human ingenuity. Every segment of the route reveals a new perspective. Cable cars gliding over forests, ropeways suspended above valleys, and panoramic views that stretch endlessly across the alpine horizon. It's a place where movement itself becomes part of the adventure, each transition offering a fresh encounter with the landscape. Yet beyond its beauty, the Alpine Route is a triumph of determination. Built in one of Japan's most challenging environments, it represents years of effort to connect isolated regions while preserving the fragile mountain ecosystem. As seasons change, so does the route. Lush greenery in summer, fiery colors in autumn, and a pristine white world in winter. No two journeys are ever the same, yet each one carries the same sense of wonder. Here, high above the ordinary world, the Tateyama Kurobe Alpine Route reminds us that sometimes the most incredible destinations aren't places we stay, but journeys we experience step by step through the extremes of nature and the limits of human possibility. Carved into the sheer cliffs above a roaring river, the Skipper's Canyon Road is a road that feels as if it defies logic itself. Winding through the rugged terrain near Queenstown, this narrow, unsealed track clings to the mountainside with barely enough space for a single vehicle. Built in the late 1800s during the gold rush, the road was never designed for modern traffic. Yet today, it remains largely unchanged. No guardrails, no safety barriers, just a raw path etched into rock, overlooking a steep drop into the canyon below. Every turn tests the driver's nerve. Blind corners appear without warning. Loose gravel shifts beneath tires, and the road narrows to the point where even the smallest mistake could be unforgiving. In many places, there is no room to turn back, only to move forward, trusting skill and focus with every meter. Below, the Shotover River cuts through the canyon, its turquoise waters crashing against the rocks, a constant reminder of the height and danger above. The cliffs rise sharply on one side, while the other falls away into open air, creating a driving experience that feels both thrilling and intimidating at the same time. And yet, despite the risk, the road draws adventurers from around the world. For those who dare to travel it, the reward is unmatched. Breathtaking views of untouched wilderness, silence broken only by wind and water, and the rare feeling of standing on the edge between control and chaos. At sunset, the canyon glows in shades of gold and amber, shadows stretching across the jagged landscape. The road, etched into the mountainside, becomes almost invisible, a reminder of how small human creations are compared to the vastness of nature. Skipper's Canyon Road is not just a route. It's a challenge, a relic of history, and a test of courage. A place where every journey demands respect, and where the line between beauty and danger is as thin as the road itself. Carved into the raw, unforgiving mountains of northeastern Turkey, the Bayburt-Of Road twists through the highlands like a dangerous thread between sky and stone. Remote, narrow, and relentlessly steep, it stands as one of the region's most challenging routes, where every turn demands precision, and every mistake carries consequences. Winding through the rugged landscapes of Bayburt, the road climbs into elevations where weather changes without warning. One moment, clear skies stretch across the horizon. Next, thick fog rolls in, swallowing visibility and turning the path ahead into uncertainty. Unlike modern highways built for speed and comfort, this road remains raw and exposed. Sharp hairpin bends cling to cliffs with little margin for error. Guardrails are minimal, and the drop-offs are unforgiving, plunging into deep valleys carved by centuries of wind and water. Driving here is not just a journey. It's a test of control and awareness. Tires grip loose gravel, engines strain on steep inclines, and every curve feels like a negotiation with gravity itself. In winter, snow and ice transform the road into a frozen challenge, where even experienced drivers must move with extreme caution. Yet despite its danger, the Bayburt-Of Road holds a quiet, almost haunting beauty. Rolling hills stretch into the distance, untouched and silent, while the vast sky above creates a sense of isolation rarely found in the modern world. For those who dare to cross it, the reward is not just reaching the other side. It's experiencing a place where nature still dominates, where human engineering adapts rather than conquers, and where every kilometer tells a story of risk, resilience, and survival. Carved into the towering limestone mountains of northern Vietnam, the Pi Leng Pass winds like a fragile ribbon along the edge of the sky. Perched high above deep valleys and sheer cliffs, it is not just a road. It's a breathtaking confrontation between human determination and raw nature. Located in the remote province of Ha Giang, this legendary pass forms part of the Ha Giang Loop, a route known for its extreme beauty and equally extreme. The road clings to the mountainside, often with nothing but open air separating travelers from the abyss below. Far beneath the cliffs, the emerald waters of the No K River carve their way through the canyon, creating one of the most dramatic landscapes in all of Southeast Asia. From above, the river appears calm and distant, but the height reminds you just how exposed you truly are. Built in the 1960s by thousands of workers using mostly hand tools, the road stands as a testament to human endurance. For years, laborers carved through solid rock, suspended on ropes, facing constant danger to create a path through terrain that once seemed impossible to cross. Driving along Pi Leng is both awe-inspiring and intense. The curves are sharp, the cliffs unforgiving, and the changing weather adds another layer of unpredictability. Mist can roll in within minutes, turning a clear view into a wall of white, where the road disappears into uncertainty. And yet, there's a strange calm in the danger. Wind moves softly through the mountains, clouds drift at eye level, and the silence of the highlands creates a feeling of isolation rarely found in the modern world. Pi Leng Pass is more than a road. It's a journey through extremes, a place where beauty and danger exist side by side, and where every turn reminds you just how small you are in the face of nature's vast power.